Which
pull,
one?
pull,
Grab
see if we
this
can pull
one?
that one.
Okay.
That one.
Hold on, Lex. This little one?
I want to see how much it is. I don't want to.
$6.23.
This one here was
806.
$8.
Fat content. Maybe it's the fat content on the back.
Nah, I don't want to go. I don't want to spend too much. I'm just doing it for the channel.
Here's the $6 one.
All right.
We got Kroger.
All right, this should get it done. We'll go with the $6 one. All right. Hello YouTube family, and welcome to another episode of This and That. Yes, it is your boy Rosel, your soon to be #1 YouTube host. Alright, today one of my viewers or subscribers named Texas Rain asked me if you could do a ham in the Big Easy turkey fryer. So today we're going to give that a shot. As usual, I have not tried this before, so we're going to go and learn or fail on this together. So the first thing we're going to do is take out our good knife, which is
in the sink.
In the sink. Right here. Alright. We're going to take this ham, which me and my wife just went to the store and bought. And for y'all, I spent $13.53 for this ham. And y'all can tell this ham is, it says somewhere that it's 10 pounds. And it has to cook for 15 to 20 minutes per pound. So, what is that in math, Tanya? 20 minutes times...
How are you going to ask me that? You should have put on this little card over here.
20 minutes, and we'll figure it out. But anyway, let's go ahead and cut this puppy open. And the reason I hadn't already cut it open is I wanted y'all to see what I do for y'all. I fail so y'all don't have to. And that's going to be our new saying here at This and That. We're going to do the failing here so y'all don't have to. Now, I'm not washing this ham because I think I would wash anything that they had done at the factory off. But what I will do, I'll take a paper towel and we will pat this puppy dry. And I'm not wearing gloves because this is our ham and only me, my wife, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law, the neighbors, no, I'm sorry, no, just us will be eating it. So, that's why I'm touching it and patting it. Now, here's the ingredients that we're going to be using. We're going to be using melted butter, brown sugar, and that's a 1/4 cup of butter, or 4 teaspoons. A 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of apple juice. We're going to use about a 1/4 cup of honey. We have a 1/4 shot glass full of ground ginger. We have ground cinnamon. We have onion powder, white pepper, and mustard. And I will put everything in the description below. I put all the measurements. But I'm trying to keep it really simple. So all of these are going to be a 1/4 teaspoon. I'm sorry, a 1/2 teaspoon. Alright. The first thing we want to do to this ham, if you're going to put this ham like so, we're going to take a sharp knife and we're going to score it. And you're going to go down about 1 inch. And you're going to go over about 1 inch. And you want to score that because you want all of that good honey, all of that good brown sugar, all of that nutmeg, all of that ginger. You want all that to penetrate down in the ham. Come back, do the same thing horizontally, come across and score it. One more time right here. And make sure you got a sharp knife, because if not, it's not going to cut through that. And actually, I'm coming out with a video on how to maintain your knives. That'll be coming out in the near future. Now, take that ham. We're going to lay it right here in this aluminum foil. Now, that's one of the questions that we had. Do you use aluminum foil or do you not use aluminum foil? I watched several YouTube videos. Half used aluminum foil, half didn't. But none of them used the Big Easy turkey fryer. So we decided to go ahead and go with aluminum foil today. So now we're going to take our melted butter, pour it in the cup. We're We're gonna take our brown sugar, pour it in a cup, apple juice, cup, take our ground nutmeg, ground cinnamon. That in your way, babe? Get all the cinnamon. We're gonna get our onion powder. And like I said, all the measurements, ingredients, I'm gonna list them in the description and I'll probably put them on the screen. Now, with the mustard, I chose to use dried mustard. In all the recipes that I watched, that I studied, you could use ground mustard or you could use wet mustard. I chose to use the ground mustard today, but I did take this out. You can use whatever type mustard you choose, as long as you got yourself a nice moist batter. So I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna stick it in the microwave for about another minute. Heat. I didn't add my honey, baby. You almost let me forget my honey.
Well, I'm right here, baby.
That's my honey for sure. By the way, we're going to an event this afternoon, and my baby has a little black dress that is kicking, and I'll probably add some of the footage into that when we go to that this afternoon. I'm gonna stick this in the microwave for just a hot second. While we're doing that, with a little spoon. Now you can brush that on or you can spoon it on. I'm gonna spoon it on today. And I'm gonna spoon it in those slits that I made in the ham. About 15 seconds should be enough. Alrighty. Let's stir that up. Oh, what do you smell? That cinnamon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Now let's take that. We're gonna sit that up straight, if I can, and we're gonna spoon that all over. Might have did better with a brush.
Yeah. I can't, your hands are in the way, I can't really get a good shot.
I don't even know where my brush is.
Like this. Yeah, that's better.
All right, fam, we're gonna finish spooning this on, and then we will meet y'all outside at the Big Easy in about 5 minutes. All right, family, as you can see, we got the ham in there. We tried to keep it vertical, I guess you would call it, so we won't lose any of the juices in those splits. But y'all can tell with the 10-pound ham, that's about as big as you're gonna get in that basket vertically. Now, maybe, or horizontally. Vertically, you probably could put a big one in there, but 10 pounds is about all she got. All right, we're gonna go ahead and drop that in. We're gonna leave that in for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I'll go get my thermometer. We'll check the internal temperature. It should be about 140, 145 degrees when it's done. So we'll see what progress we're making. And about halfway through, when it reaches about 110, 120, we'll open the aluminum foil. We'll baste with the rest of our base. Then we'll let it finish cooking and come up to 145 degrees. So y'all hang in there. We'll be right back as soon as this thing gets to about 120. See you then. All right, fam. As y'all can see, I went ahead and hooked up my iGrill Mini A758. And right now, that baby is at 123 degrees. And I set it at 145 degrees. So at 120, we're going to pull her out. And we're going to put the rest of that base on there, that little sauce. And I found my container, so we're gonna try that. I added just a little more apple juice, and we're gonna see, can we go ahead and baste that one more time, and then we're gonna wait for it to get to 145 degrees. So I'm gonna put on some gloves.
Why are you wearing gloves now?
This is to help protect me against that heat. I'm gonna use this.
Oh, and
because I'm not gonna be touching the meat, but I am gonna be touching the freaking.
Man, they say Louisiana's supposed to be warm. It's freezing out here.
Oh yeah, it's winter time. You know, for those 3 weeks, 4 weeks that it's gonna be cold.
Oh my.
Ooh-wee.
That juice is dripping.
Yes, it is. I probably should have put a cutting board up there.
Let me go get the cutting board.
No, I'm good. So let's go ahead and pull that probe, and she's gonna be piping hot. Oh, and by the way, don't make the mistake I made. I came out here earlier, and that probe was sticking up about 1 inch. and I was only reading about 100 degrees, and I'm like, I know my Big Easy should be hotter than that. And I stuck the probe down the rest of the way, and the temperature came up another 20 degrees. So be sure when you're using this probe, I got it hung up, make sure that you put that probe all the way down to that lining right there.
What line is it? I didn't see. I'm sorry.
Put it all the way down to the line, to that rubber part, the lining. Yep, good one. All right, let's peel this back.
And you're going to do it right now?
Yeah, we're going to base it right here, right now. That's the only problem with the aluminum foil. Ooh, look at that. It looks good.
It's hot.
That's the only part with the aluminum foil. We can only base just that part. It's hot, huh?
Ooh, it's hot.
So we're going to go ahead and see how this baster works. See how that? That's a nice little tool. I think I got it from the dollar store.
Oh, that's nice.
Yep. The only problem is that brown
squeeze.
sugar. Yeah. That brown sugar stuff ain't going to want to come.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
Boy, that came gushing out, didn't it?
Yeah, there we go. All right, let's get that down in the aluminum foil.
You think that any of it was lost inside the Big Easy? Because when you took it out, there was some drippings going on. I think got a little bit right here. Look,
there's a little bit did come out over
the
aluminum foil.
Yeah, it's the aluminum foil.
So what do you think? We should wrap it with more aluminum foil? We should have wrapped it?
Yeah, maybe.
All right, fam. So y'all here coming from Mrs. This and That. We should have probably wrapped that with maybe 2 or 3 more pieces of aluminum foil, or put a catch pan.
Well, you can see, you need a catch pan.
Put a catch pan at the bottom. So, but aluminum foil should
I can
keep.
see it physically dripping out right here.
But it should keep it, for the most part, keep most of the juices inside the ham.
Okay.
All right, fam. So we're gonna drop it back in, or let's put our probe back in. We're gonna try to put it back in the same spot. You can see the hole right there where I took it out. Go all the way in. So I'm hitting a bone right there. So you don't want to hit that bone. So go all the way in.
To that rubber?
To the rubber part.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, it's cold. Hurry up.
All right.
Dang, Rosel, you think that's all your stuff you just put in there?
That's some of it. Some of it.
All right.
All right, fam. So right now we're at, let's check the temperature again, baby.
Ooh, 159.
Whoa.
Oh, you put it in the right spot, though.
You think she's ready?
What's the temperature supposed to be when she's ready?
145.
Well, it's overdone then.
Wow.
It doesn't look overcooked.
Yeah. Did I touch that?
Put that probe move the probe and see if that make a difference. Move the probe. It still
I took it all the way out.
150.
She dropped it. All right. Let's put it back.
Put it back in. Put it all the way down.
No, it's hitting. It's like it's hitting a bone. Put it right there. All right.
Going up quickly.
She's ready.
Take it out.
Yep. Well, now.
Take it out.
All right.
That's
well, fam. That's a wrap.
You thought you had how much longer?
Yeah, I thought I had another half hour or so.
All right.
That's a wrap, y'all.
All right. Yeah, that thing is very annoying.
Oh, let's cut it off then.
All right. Well, then what's up with the basting? You just gonna let it sit out for a little while?
Yeah.
Well, that's a cool little app.
Yes, it is.
All right.
All right, fam. So we're going to let this thing sit for about 15 or 20 minutes and cool off. Then we're going to come out here and we take a knife. We're going to carve into it and we're going to do a sample. So that went a little quicker than I thought. That's only been in there for an hour. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back in about 10, 15 minutes when this thing's cooled down a little bit. See you then. All right, fam. As y'all can see on the video, it caught me and Mama by surprise that ham had been in exactly 1 hour and 10 minutes and it was ready, and she's picking on it. It looks delicious. I'm not lying. You can see that little brown sugar. You can see the ingredients around there from that last coating. You see what we split in. So now let's go ahead and cut into this thing and see if she's done all the way through. Yes, she is. Look at that. That's down to the bone. Can you see that?
Yeah, it looks good. Looks like it's done.
So we're going to get a centerpiece. I don't want to cut through that tray.
Fitz, come get some ham.
Hey, here comes Fitzgerald, y'all. I'm surprised he ain't already here. He smell food. Good? Oh, yeah. Mama don't like being on camera, so she just likes to
cut your own piece.
You know, eat the whole piece of ham with high blood pressure.
Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
You can taste that cinnamon, huh?
Yes. Yeah. So family, remember, I'm going to post the ingredients that I use to make my base. But whatever you use, if you like more brown sugar, if you like more cinnamon, add more of that. I should have put a little less cinnamon, perhaps.
Less cinnamon, yeah.
Yeah, I put a little too much cinnamon. But I'll put my...
It smells good, but I don't like all that cinnamon.
But, So, a 10-pound ham in the Big Easy, exactly 1 hour, wrapped in aluminum foil. Basted one time in about 30 minutes, which is where we missed because I didn't have the probe in deep enough. It was already at 145 degrees internal temperature. So, Barry, I'm going to finish chewing and I'm going to bring this video in for a landing. But this is what we do for y'all. And Tony, what did I say our new saying was?
You mess up so you don't have to.
Yeah, we make mistakes so you don't have to. So that's what we're doing. So now you can go out and buy your ham. And I'll probably drop this video on Sunday instead of Monday. So you will have 2 days, Monday and Tuesday before Christmas, to go get your ham.
And the skin is crispy, the outer skin.
Oh, yeah.
What you say?
I'm telling you. All right, family. I am going to run my blood pressure up right about now with another piece of ham. So if y'all enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If not, give it a thumb down and a brief reason why in the comment section. And if you love what we're doing here at This and That, consider becoming a subscriber. And if you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we drop one of these awesome videos.
Ooh, close
Yeah.
up. That thing's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's your boy Rosel.
Peace.
Peace.